was just looking at the beautiful red leaves on the tree. I mean, they are quite stunning. Okay, so this service today is on safe spaces and kindness. Welcome everybody. Welcome all of you who have ventured out in this horrendous weather. Thank you very much. And welcome all of you on Zoom, are probably or maybe sitting cozy and maybe even in your dressing gowns. So welcome everybody. So we'll now light our chalice, and I asked Jill to do that because some of you may know I do have a bit of a disabled hand. Again, people have hidden disabilities that people don't always recognise. Thank you, Jill.
Right, space between.
I will move over here.
I think so.
Oh, happy days. So thank you, Jill, for lighting the chalice. And the words of from Pat Uribe Lichty. That's coming right over to me, the smoke. I'm moving over a little bit. We come from many places, along different paths, bringing different truths. We come with different histories and different realities, and yet we come together as one people, with faith that we can use our differences to heal each other and ourselves, to bring wholeness to our world. We come seeking community to find acceptance of who we are. In this place, we may find others much like us and others who are much different. May our lit chalice remind us that we are a people taught by different stories with many voices, but always one people, working for a world where love creates justice and justice gives birth to peace. Every year in November, all churches are encouraged to do a safeguarding service. When you think of safeguarding, you probably think of verbal, mental, or physical abuse, but that's not the whole picture. I'd just like to say at this point, for those that don't know, I am the safeguarding officer to this church. And if you do have any issues that I've just mentioned, please come and see me. They will be dealt with correctly. And they will be done confidentially. But this service is about safe spaces and kindness. I think they are interrelated because part of this service is about being. And I'd like to tell you how our chalice symbol came into being. A lot of you may already know. It has its origins in a logo designed by an Austrian refugee for what was called the Unitarian Service Committee. It became an underground symbol in occupied Europe during World War I for those assisting Unitarians, Jews and other peoples to escape Nazi persecution. The design was made into a seal for papers and a badge for agents moving refugees to freedom and safety. Of course, there is more to that history than I will tell you now. That's maybe for another service and another time. But it kind of related to a safe space church where you can be safe. So as always, we'll have our first hymn, and you sang very well for Stephen last week, so I'm assuming you'll sing very well for me today. So it's the Purple Book, number 158, The Flame of Love is Kindled, and the words will appear on the screen.
Amongst us moves the Spirit.
On some of the chairs, there's a piece of white paper and hopefully a pen. If there's not enough pens, you'll have to share, which I know we're all good at sharing. And I just want you to take 2 minutes, not long, just to write, with each other, to write down on your piece of paper what you think how a safe space is. So please join together. Christelle, can you join with Emma? And I leave you to get together with somebody. Thank you for doing that. I'm going to bring you back together again, and thank you for taking that time. Can you leave your pieces of paper on the chair as you go into coffee, please? Thank you, and we'll look at them. And now, as is usual, we have a story, and it's a children's story because I like children's stories. And it's called The Helpful Firefly, which Linda is going to read. Thank you, Linda.
She knows I'm somebody who likes children's stories, honestly. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a firefly named Sparky. Sparky was a very helpful firefly who loved to brighten up the dark nights for all the animals in the village. But there was a problem. Sparky didn't know how to speak English very well. One day, a lost bunny named Benny wandered into the village. Benny was scared and didn't know how to find his way home. All the animals tried to help, but they couldn't understand Benny's language. Seeing Benny in distress, Sparky flew over and started glowing in different patterns to communicate with Benny. Benny was surprised and delighted to see Sparky trying so hard to help. With Sparky's guidance, Benny was able to understand the directions and find his way back home. From that day on, the animals in the village realised that you don't need words to help someone in need. Kindness and effort can speak louder than any language. Sparky became known as the helpful firefly and taught everyone that a little bit of effort and understanding can make a big difference in someone's life. So the next time you see someone who doesn't speak your language, remember Sparky, the helpful firefly, and try to help in any way you can. Kindness knows no language barrier.
Thank you, Linda. And now we're going to just quieten ourselves down for prayers, which are going to be led by Jill today. Thank you, Jill.
Divine Spirit, we pray that this community may be a place of welcome, security, and compassion. Keep us watchful but caring, trusting yet ready to question, that all who worship here may do so in safety and knowledge of your love. May it be so. May the doors of our church be wide enough to all who are seeking a free religious faith and community. May the doors of this church be narrow enough to shut out pettishness and pride, envy and enmity. May the threshold of this church be no stumbling block to all who wish to come. May the threshold of this church be too high to admit complacency and self-seeking. May our church and community be, for all who enter, a safe place and the doorway to a welcoming, beloved community. May it be so. A prayer for kindness. Divine Spirit, give me strength today to show kindness in all that I do. Help me to open my arms to those less fortunate and extend my hand to those who may need it, so that they may see you in my kind words and actions. Amen.
Thank you, Jill. We're going to now have a short meditation followed by silence and then a video. So This is the first time I've actually done this meditation, so we'll all be doing it together. So first of all, can you just take 3 deep breaths? And now the next time you breathe in, I want you to breathe in the colour purple and blue. Purple for spirituality and blue for calmness and peace. And as you breathe out bubbles to share with everybody here. Okay, so if you would like to do that 3 times, breathe in. Breathe in the colour purple and blue. And breathe out lots of bubbles. And breathing in blue and purple. And breathing out bubbles to share. And one more time. Breathe in. And breathe out those lovely bubbles. And now we're going to silence.
There's a darkness that has tried to swallow me. I haven't seen the light for days. I've been running for so long, fear racing through my bones till you brought me to this place. Safe, I'm finally safe. I can hide here, I can hide here. Safe, you hold me safe. I'm okay, I'm okay, completely safe. There's no shame, no need to numb the pain. There's nothing to explain. Only kindness with no boundaries, mercy that surrounds me, love that sings my name. Safe, I'm finally safe. I can hide here, I can no shadow, there's no shame, no need to numb the pain. There's nothing to explain. Only kindness with no boundaries, mercy that surrounds me, love that sings my name.
That's what I hope you all will feel when you step into this church. And lost my place. And now there's a reading about kindness by Maya Angelou, and it's called Kindness Goes a Long Way. Maya Angelou says, I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Kindness goes a long way. You will be amazed by how much effect a simple act of kindness has in someone's life. Being kind should be a character trait everyone should have. When we are kind, we touch the hearts of those we are serving. A warm hug, a small gesture, or positive words can make a difference in someone's life. How many times has your mood changed because of someone's kindness? How many times have you been the blessing in someone else's life? Nothing is more gratifying than hearing someone say, "You're the answer to my prayer," or "You made my day." When we act with kindness, we change the atmosphere and motivate others to do the same. The Pay It Forward movement was born from a desire to thank kind acts. It is a great way of inspiring others to do an act of love. It doesn't have to be something big. A simple gesture can have a huge impact. For example, if you see someone sad or shy, sit by their side and ask how they are. If you see someone struggling with homework or work, ask how you can help. If you see someone overwhelmed, ask how you can ease their load. These are simple things that will make a difference and not cost anything. Words by Maya Angelou. And now we're going to sing the purple hymn, Come Sing a Song With Me, number 25. We did sing it last week, so I know you can sing it. And as it was practiced last week, I'm expecting it to be 100% this week. So stand if you're able. Purple Book, number 25. And the words were...
Hope is
Another good thing about doing a service, you choose your own favourite hymns. So I've asked you to write down what you think a safe space is, and I'm sure they're all very different, but they will be read and we'll do our best to put them into practice in the church. I think a safe space connects to kindness, which is why I thought safe spaces and kindness go together. The term safe space in Wikipedia refers to places intended to be free of bias, conflict, criticism, or potentially threatening actions, ideas, or conversations. There are many more aspects if you look up safe spaces or positive spaces, as they're now sometimes called, but I won't go into them now. What I think a safe space is something that I hope our church is. A space with its own values. It should nurture our community, help everyone feel more confident, increase people's self-esteem, an environment where everyone is listened to and respected, where everyone feels safe to speak, even if they have a different opinion to others. A community where everyone feels completely safe to be themselves, a way of connecting to each other. Communication is key to creating a safe space. This is sometimes very difficult. We hear things that upset us. We interpret things in different ways. We also mishear. We perhaps read body language the wrong way. We can be abrupt and snappy, and I know I can sometimes. And I try really hard not to, but each day I have to try. In Donna Cameron's book, A Year of Living Kindly, she says she has learned so much. Here are some of her thoughts on kindness. Pay attention. Pay attention to when someone's talking to you. Withhold judgment. Maybe pause just to take in what's being said. Receive compliments graciously. I think we all have a hard time with that. Take care of yourself before you can take care of others. Be grateful. Every kindness matters, even the smallest one. Choose peace. Life may not seem fair or kind or easy, but we can still choose peace. And she says, if kindness isn't evident, look kinder for it. And always choose kindness because you'll never regret it. I've been trying to be kinder over the last year, but if these were rules we had to abide by, I would have broken every one. But it doesn't stop me trying to be kinder, trying every day to be kinder. I get irritable, moody, annoyed, make assumptions. Only the other day, a man got on the bus. I haven't told any bus stories for a long, long time. I realised that as I was writing this. The man got on the bus and he was dressed just like an old-fashioned clown. Bright coloured jacket and bright coloured sort of bowler hat. And he had this huge trolley full of goodness knows what, basically. And I thought unkindly, please don't talk to me. And I hid looking at my phone. Oh, that was nasty. And we all say to bus drivers, well, most of us say to bus drivers down here, thank you as we get off the bus. But he didn't just say thank you. As he got off, he said to the bus driver, looking directly at him, thank you so much for driving me. It's very kind of you, as I wouldn't be able to take this trolley of goods to the charity shop. And then he gave the driver a big bag of Maltesers. Nice is an underrated word. Often trying to be nice with a smile or a thank you leads on to kindness. When kindness disappears from our lives, we need to keep finding it again. The world is in a mess, but there is kindness, and we need to keep trying to bring out the kindness that is within us, starting with ourselves. We heard a lot about this in Stephen's service last week. My dear friend who lives in London is very deaf. She can sign a little, but captioned films or theatre productions are much better for her. She really, really wanted to see a particular film and was trying to find a captioned screening. It turned out to be a very big problem. And in the end, she decided to email the Everyman Cinema in Chelsea. They actually changed a screening for her and added captions. That was a kind thing to do. As a little aside here, I learned things here. I know there are BSL, captioned, relaxed, silver screen, mum and baby screenings, even knitting ones. Don't quite know how that one works. But she told me that that particular cinema even had sit-ins where you took your dog. I thought that was quite amazing. So I just was amazed at that. But I think these places, like our own Theatre Royal, are trying very hard to create spaces where people, including staff, feel safe to be there and included, not excluded. So that was a lovely thing for her. It enabled her to see the film. But then last Tuesday, she wanted to do a small kindness. And there's a local authority man where she lives, probably about 70, which I'm thinking is quite young, isn't it? Maybe not, but there you go. And he was trying to clear the soggy leaf fall, and he was wrapped up but still open to the elements. And she asked him if he would like a cup of tea or coffee to warm him up. And he said he really appreciated her offer, and it would be nice, but they're not allowed to accept anything from customers, and if his inspector saw him, he'd be in trouble. I think that's bureaucracy gone mad. And she was a bit cross. She gets quite cross sometimes. She went on to say to me, how can we encourage kindness and compassion on the one hand and then put these stupid obstacles in the way? But we mustn't give up on trying to be and making people feel safe, even if it's only for this short time in the sanctuary of our church. And even if we get it wrong a lot of the time, just pick ourselves up and try again. Thank you for listening. And again, we have one of my favourite hymns, and it's the Purple Book, number 88, Let It Be a Dance We Do. So stand if you're
Let the dancing song be heard, play the music, say the word.
closing words are by Adam Slate. Be kind, be brave, be just, be merciful, be hopeful. This is how we keep our chalice flame burning until we are together again to light it anew. Thank you.